Okay, so initially I wasn't interested in any of the releases this week. A documentary about a chimpanzee, the latest Nicholas Sparks track, and a romantic comedy. But I figured I'd at least choose one, and I went with the romantic comedy because at least it's geared towards men, and I've heard some pretty positive word of mouth. And to be honest, I'm glad I saw it because it was actually pretty entertaining. So this movie basically plays out like a better version of those romantic anthologies such as He's Just Not That Into You, Valentine's Day, and New Year's Eve. See, what makes this movie better is that it has much less characters and it doesn't have celebrities just for the sake of having celebrities. They have certain types of relationships that they want to talk about, and they wrote a story around those relationships, and they got a really game cast to act through this and carry this movie well, and not just comedically, but just in terms of presence, they carry this movie. The cast contains the likes of Kevin Hart, Romany Malco, Gary Owen, Jeremy Ferrara, Megan Good, Regina Hall, Michael Ealy, Gabrielle Union, Taraji Henson, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some people. Don't get mad at me. They're all good in their roles. Though I did have some trouble buying Gabrielle Union's relationship with Turtle from Entourage. Seriously? In what universe, man? In what freaking universe? Romantic comedies have become like a formula. And don't get me wrong, this one definitely sticks to it, but it does it with such a flair that you can't really help but give it a pass. Like, the first 30 minutes of this movie are great. Like, the cast is as the strongest, the writing's great, the direction is great, it's paced with like a lot of quick cuts, and all the punchlines are on point. But as with every movie, once all your plot points are developed and set up, you kind of lose some steam, and you have to slow down a bit and let everyone's story play out one at a time. And it's a little, you get a little couple lags, but for the most part, it does have a pretty good balance. And it's a good thing that you like and identify with these characters so much because after that 30-minute point, you still have 90 minutes left of the movie. Not to say it becomes bad, it just loses some of that high energy it had in the beginning. But there are definitely some points throughout where it elevates itself back up there. And I like that this movie is geared towards men, even though it was about a book that basically gave away all the secrets to guys getting what they want. And I like the male camaraderie that they had throughout, like some of the funniest scenes where they're either just playing basketball or sitting at a bar. Now, my one issue is that the movie does run a bit long. I would have liked to see maybe like 10 minutes cut. Like, normally I'd ask for more, but you do have to give the movie credit for following through on all of its storylines. Now, it would be easy to say that the whole thing is just an ad for Steve Harvey's book, but hey, I'm not going to buy it, and I personally enjoyed the movie. So in the end, I'll say Think Like a Man is totally worth seeing in theaters. And if you like this review and you want to see more, please subscribe. I really appreciate it.